Happy week 5, everyone. Welcome back to Let's Get Healthy Together. So really quickly for week 5, I hit a couple of my goals, but unfortunately not all of them. So if you'll remember from week 4, my goals were to have a green juice every morning, which I did, to meditate every morning of the weekday, which I almost did, but on Friday, I just lost track of the morning. So Monday through Thursday, I did. I was really pleased with that. I wanted to read more, which I did, but I did not finish my book. So that was a little halfway of a goal achievement, I guess. I ate really healthy. I did spend more than my allotted $75 a week on eating out, but that was a girls' night out on Friday, and I think it was well worth it, money well spent, and I had a lot of fun. And I've been drinking a lot less. This week I did drink, so this is my first time since the beginning of March that I really had alcohol. And you'll see kind of how that affected me that night and the next day. And we'll get a little bit more into that in the week's episode. So with that, without any further ado, let's get into the week.
Sunday continued my birthday festivities with a day bar hopping and eating oysters before heading to the Van Gogh exhibit in DC. It is 6 o'clock on Sunday, and I'm just getting home from my birthday activities today, and I need to go to the grocery store. So I just pulled up to Mom's, and I'm going to kind of wing it this time. I have not made a grocery list, but I'm hopeful that I can make something work. To kick the week off on a great note, Callie and I listened to some Stevie Wonder while we played around in the living room, and then I made some mocktails, which seriously satisfied my sweet tooth and was a really great celebratory way to enjoy a beverage without any alcohol.
Good Monday morning. Today is Monday, the 21st of March, and I have my green juice here and a cup of coffee. Callie is snuggling on the bed behind me, and I'm really excited for today. I did sleep in a little bit later than usual. I typically try to work out first thing in the morning, but I was up all night last night editing the video that drops today, so that's week 4's video, and unfortunately did not sleep quite as well as I would have liked. So I've decided I'm going to carve out some time around lunch to do my upper body workout, and hopefully that shouldn't impact any of my performance today. I did make time to make my green juice and to meditate. I need to go do a little bit more of my skincare. I only got a couple of my steps done, but I'm ready to take on the day. All right, it's officially noon, and I carved out an hour for the gym, so I'm gonna head downstairs to do my upper body workout. So this week when I was at Mom's, I wanted to get a new snack, and I love sun-dried apricots, so I thought I would try their organic sun-dried apricot. They're kind of weird. Typically, a sun-dried apricot is like the ones I've seen at the grocery store are like bright orange, but I think that those must just be ultra processed, and these are an organic sun-dried version, so I'm gonna try them. Okay, here we go. They're a lot softer and a lot less sweet, and almost have like more of a mapley flavor than a normal sun-dried apricot. They're good though.
Then I meal prepped dinners for the week, which was spaghetti again.
Okay, so I clearly just got back from the gym. I'm very red and sweaty, but before I take my shower and take Callie for a walk, I wanted to prep my juice for today. And I've also decided I'm gonna make some ginger shots, which are just like ginger and lemon. And if you haven't had them before, they're amazing and they're super easy to make. All right, cheers.
apparently I'm not the only one obsessed with quinoa caprese bowls. It's about 1 o'clock on Tuesday, and I have a horrible headache again, and I don't know what it is. I've had coffee and I took Tylenol earlier, but it didn't help, so I just took some Excedrin migraine, and I figured avoiding some screens for a little bit would be helpful. So I'm going to lay down, close my eyes for a little bit, and hope that it goes away. But since these have become recurring, I think that I might want to see a doctor about just making sure that everything's good. I know that I've been changing my routine a lot and changing my eating habits, and just want to make sure that I am kind of taking care of my physical and my mental health as well and as best as I can. I ended up going to bed a little bit earlier and journaled about success, which was something that I had planned to do from last week's meditation. For my mindfulness moment today, I decided to do breath work again, which I have found really seems to center me.
Good Wednesday morning. I woke up feeling a little bloated today. I had so much chocolate last night, just a really big sweet tooth. And so I ate a bunch of those chocolate chips that I bought at the store recently. And I think that it kind of left me feeling a little bit more bloated than I'm used to or want to be. So I'm excited to do my green juice. I have my ginger shot. And then I also thought I would start the morning maybe a little bit less on the caffeine side and do a warm lemon water just to kind of help aid in that digestion. Whew.
Today ended up being relatively stressful, just given that I had multiple client meetings and deadlines that I needed to meet. So I'm really glad that I spent my morning dedicated to working out, meditating, drinking my green juice, and completing what appears to be a 45-minute skincare routine that I promise takes almost no time at all. The rest of the day kind of got away from me, so it's always great to spend a couple of extra minutes with yourself in the morning to make sure you start off on the right foot.
Morning. Today is Thursday, March 24th. I have been feeling absolutely no motivation at all week for anything. Like, I've been having a hard time staying focused at work. I haven't felt super dedicated in the gym. I'm still doing all of my routines, but I'm kind of just giving myself the grace of, if I don't want to work out first thing in the morning, I don't have to. If I need to take breaks at work in order to get things done, then that's okay. And trying to find a way to kind of honor where I am, but still get everything done. So I've been sitting here for a couple minutes. Callie and I just finished our walk, and I've let myself rest a little bit, and now I'm going to meditate, do my skincare, and get my morning going.
I've started using this amazing habit tracker that helps me keep track of every habit that I'm trying to establish, from not drinking to working out to meditating. It's been so helpful and such a game changer.
Whew, just got back from my leg day. That's also the day I do my high intensity cardio, and as you can tell, I've already wiped off sweat so many times, but very, very, very glistening and sweaty.
After a really healthy breakfast, I got to work, which kept me pretty busy today, and then went out for a girls' night to celebrate my birthday. I unfortunately forgot to film literally anything, but we went out to dinner, went to a couple of bars, and danced the night away.
Good morning. It is in fact morning, which you would probably not initially know by just looking at me. I clearly did not do my skincare routine last night. I really didn't take any videos of our night out, but I met up with a couple of girls from work, and we did dinner and went out to a couple of bars. and it was super fun. We were dancing, and it's just good to like get out and do something a little bit more like wild and young, I think it felt like. And so it was nice to have that. I did end up drinking, which I didn't necessarily want to do, but it was kind of like a, not like peer pressure by any means, but it was almost more like situation pressure. And so I did end up having one cocktail before dinner, nothing at dinner, and then a shot at each of the 2 bars that we went to. So I had 3 drinks, which I think it's more than I wanted to, but I think for like a regular girls' night out, that's really a lot lower than I normally would. And so I'm still kind of pleased with myself. I was able to like find a balance a little bit more, and I'm hopeful that that's kind of something that I can continue to implement as I, continue on this kind of like sober curious journey that I'm on. And now I've grabbed a makeup wipe, and so much better already. It's kind of scary to wake up and see yourself in lipstick at 9 o'clock in the morning.
If you haven't noticed already, the glasses I was wearing in the previous scene are broken and being barely held together by electrical tape, so I went glasses shopping today as well. Then Callie and I spent an insane amount of time sitting on the couch, staring out the window.
It is 11 o'clock on Saturday, and it has been the lamest day, literally ever. I did exactly nothing that I wanted to do. I did not go to the gym. I did not meditate. I didn't have a juice. I haven't even done my skincare, and like honestly, I'm not going to. I'm not going to get up and do my skincare right now. I was on my phone for over 8 hours today. I think that just goes to show like how much alcohol affects me, because I haven't drank in 3 weeks, and the first time that I drank, the next day I'm like completely a potato. Like I was watching TV and on my phone, taking multiple naps. Like I've barely read today. I've done like almost nothing productive today. I've got glasses, so that's good. But like other than that, I've not really made the most of today, and it sucks because I try really hard to make my weekends matter and count. I think it's just like goes to show that like me and drinking, I just have so many other things I want to be doing, and drinking is just inhibiting that. And so I just feel more motivated than even before to cut alcohol out and just not even necessarily use it like for social events. I did not feel motivated once today, and that sucks. And now I have to cram everything into tomorrow. All right, so that was week 5. Again, as a reminder, the real goal here is to prioritize myself and do things that feel authentically and wholly aligned with who I am and who I want to be. So while I didn't hit all of my goals in week 5, and there haven't really been any weeks that I hit 100% of my goals, I still feel like I'm really heading down the right path. I'm becoming more mindful, more peaceful, finding those moments for myself, and really honoring my mental health along the way. I think there's obviously still a lot of growth to be done, but I kind of wanted to reflect on this halfway point to see where have I established things that I feel like maybe we can let a little bit go of that tightness on, and what are the things that I still want to establish. So again, I'm really happy with my workout schedule. I've been working out 7 days a week. Last week I worked out 6 days a week, but still 7 days a week on average. And I'm really enjoying my workouts. I'm pushing myself, I'm lifting more weights. That's something that I want to maintain, but maybe won't put as much pressure on. You'll see last week, I didn't necessarily require myself to work out first thing in the morning. And I think that being flexible with that is going to be a little bit better for me in the long run in making this a sustainable life change. I still want to nail down the meditation. So I think that I need to be prioritizing that a little bit more in the mornings. Maybe I need to be waking up and doing meditation first. A lot of mornings, what I have been doing is wake up, go to the gym, come home and meditate. And I wonder if maybe that's just where I'm losing track, is that I just don't have enough time in the mornings the way that I'm stacking my habits. And if I flip the meditation in the gym, I wonder if that will be a little bit easier for me to maintain. So I'm going to try that in this coming week. I liked having the green juice every morning, and it does make me feel good and helps reduce bloat. But I do think that it's not something that is necessary every single morning for me where I am in my fitness journey right now. While I know that there are benefits and it's delicious, I think also being super strict on having a green juice every single morning is not super necessary. So I'm still gonna aim for 5 days a week, but if I miss a couple, it's not the end of the world. The machine's kind of hard to clean, so I'm gonna give myself a little bit of grace there. The next thing I really want to be prioritizing is my finances. And we haven't really gotten into that in the past weeks. I know I've mentioned that I wanted to try to limit eating out to $75 a week. Some weeks I've made that, some weeks I've missed that. But I think what's really going to be important is finding a way to make being single and living alone financially responsible. Right now, I'm living in an area that is really high expenses for living. My rent is well beyond what is typically allowed for a rent to income ratio. So I really want to make sure that I'm taking every opportunity that I can to expand myself financially, be that with my 401k, with investing, with savings accounts, but also with maybe having a side job. I think I've had my ego kind of in the way a lot, that I'm 28 years old and why should I have a second job? But at this point, financially, I just need more income and I'm going to have to make that work. So I've been applying to some restaurant work around my area, and I'll definitely keep you updated on how that goes in week 6 as I interview and figure out how to balance potentially a part-time job with my full-time career. Lastly, I have lost 5% of my body weight since I started this journey, and I'm super pumped. So I definitely want to keep that ball rolling. I think that the routine that I've put into place when it comes to my eating habits has really been helpful. Every week I've been losing weight week over week, and it's been a substantial yet still sustainable amount. It's definitely not something that's crazy. I'm not like, fat's not just dripping and falling off of my body by any means, but it's something that's going to be sustainable in the long run. So celebrating that I'm 5% down, hoping that by the end of the 10 weeks, I'll be 10% down, but my overall goal is to lose 23% of my body fat from the day that I started this journey. And 5% just feels really, really good. Clothes are already fitting better, feeling more confident in photos, and I'm just really excited for what this journey has to offer. Come back next week for a recap on finances. We'll get a little bit more into what my plan is there. We can talk about mindfulness, meditation, and any diet changes that I've made. And please feel free to leave a comment. I'd love to hear what you do in your day-to-day life that has really impacted your mental, physical, and emotional well-being. If there's a favorite recipe that you have, or a workout routine, a YouTuber that you recommend I check out, mindfulness hacks, anything, I'm happy to hear it. Would love to implement it and shout you out in my next video. And please don't forget to subscribe, like this video, and turn on your notifications. I would love to have you as part of this community as we are very slowly but surely building. I look forward to talking to you again next week, and have a great week. Bye. So if, really? Okay.